Dreams is a game that was released on February 14th of this year by Media Molecule and is so much more than just a game. It's essentially an extremely expansive and creative playground. It's a platform that you can spend unlimited time in developing your own creations, from games to music to art and really anything that you can put your mind to. But at the same time, it is a game that you can spend just as much time getting to enjoy and explore all those different creations if you'd rather do that than doing the creating yourself. The two main sections of the game are called Dream Surfing and Dream Shaping. Dream Surfing is the playable section, which has such a wide variety of user-created experiences of all kinds and of all different genres, and would probably be impossible to play every single one of them. There's new ones being made every single day, and the quality of them is really unbelievable. And there's not just games, but also music videos and incredible art sculptures, and even scenes that are straight out from huge movies like Star Wars or a TV show like Avatar. I was impressed by basically everything that I played in it so far, and I wouldn't say that I was overwhelmed by just the sheer quantity of everything, but I was definitely amazed by it all, and more so just amazed at how fun and interesting all of them were. Some of them may have not been like my cup of tea or anything, or in the genre that I usually go for, but I was still excited to try them all and just to see what kind of new and unique things that this particular user tried to do in them. And there's also so much to learn in this game too, and not only in the creation aspect of it. One of the first games that I played in this was a very simple one-button game that has to do with aliens and a social experience, a social test with this computer and whatnot. And it was really cool, but not only was the game playable, it also had a developer commentary on it. And I'm someone that has always loved behind-the-scenes stuff in movies or games or just anything, because it's always so interesting just to know what goes into it, and this was no different, and immediately gave me some really valuable insight into how this person made the game and where they got the inspiration for it. Now, I think it's much more likely than not that I will never make anything even close to a playable game or experience in this, and I'll get into that more in just a moment when I talk about the creation section of it. But it's still always super cool just to hear the developers talk about what they did in their own words, and that was definitely something that I wouldn't have expected to get here. But yeah, so let's get into the other main section of this game, which is dream shaping. So dream shaping is of course the creating part of this game, where you can create whatever you want to from scratch. There's all kinds of different things to do here, as you can imagine, and a bunch of different modes that let you sculpt and paint and add all kinds of effects and music to your dream. And like I mentioned, this is probably not going to be the part of the game that I play most of the time, because I am not great at creating things from scratch. A lot of the editing tools and modes do make sense to me, but to actually put those to good use and create something of substance is where I feel like it goes way over my head and definitely starts to get a little bit overwhelming. But I really do have a serious appreciation for all the people that do that, and I think it would be tough not to. I'm continuously surprised in every game with a creation-based mode in it to see just how much talent is out there in the world, and I guess surprise isn't the right word, because the amount of talent that's out there doesn't surprise me, but to see their creations right in front of your eyes and to basically step inside their vision and imagination and get to fully experience that firsthand is really a special thing. And sure, that's the way it is in literally every single game that you play or movie that you watch or what have you, but it has just a bit of a different feel to it when it is user-created. However, not everything in this game is user-created. Media Molecule has their own creations in this game as well, and the biggest one being Art's Dream, that can sort of be seen as the main story or campaign of this game, and it is about 2 hours long or so it is pretty substantial. I really enjoyed playing this too, and it was the first thing that I did in the game, and it was really cool as this introduction to it, because it has different kinds of gameplay styles in it, and a nice story, and just showed the general scope of what is possible to create here and experience in a game like this, and is really quite the achievement all on its own. So as a whole, Dreams is a super impressive game. There's so much potential with it, and so many of the playable dreams on there are a glowing example of that, and I'm sure there are so many amazing new dreams being created every single day that offers so much replayability to this, and really it's going to offer that for years to come. And what's really interesting, and what makes a game like this kind of difficult to review in a way, is that no two people are really going to have the same experience with it. It's going to depend solely on what you're getting the game for, and if you're more inclined to play the dream shaping section of the game, or if you'd rather just play the dream surfing part of it. And then even so, the experience of that will still likely be really different. There's just so many different things to do, and you can jump from one dream to the next that can be like going from a game where you might be exploring a house as this little rubber duck to then being creeped out in a hallway by some weird creature that's turning off all the lights in your apartment complex and writing scary phrases on the wall with blood. And for the $29.99 price that this usually goes for, with all of that, I think this game is a steal and just has so much value to it, and will only have more and more content in it as each day goes by. It just offers so much unlimited potential within it, and I think for many people out there, that's gonna be priceless. So I think I'll leave it there. There's not too much else to say about it at this point, and you know, it's a very weird game to like really review and kind of talk about, because again, everyone's experience with it will be different. The games I played will probably not be the exact ones that you played, and that's really just what's so great about it. So thank you all so much for watching this. It really means a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a great day out there, and until next time, take care.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.